diagnosed with cancer? Zantac and ranitidine have been positively linked to cancer. According to the FDA, Zantac and ranitidine contain NDMA, a known cancer-causing agent. NDMA has been positively linked to cancers of the bladder, pancreas, esophagus, liver, and stomach. Even in single doses and in smaller doses over time, NDMA is one of the strongest proven cancer-causing agents. Call 888-960-1233 or go to ZantacMoney.com. You may be entitled to substantial compensation without going to court if you or a loved one have taken these products in the past 10 years and been diagnosed with cancer. Call now to see if you qualify for free. Call 888-960-1233 or visit ZantacMoney.com to get what may be owed to you. You may be entitled to a cash reward. Find out now at ZantacMoney.com or call 888-960-1233 to see if you qualify for free.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. As peanut farmers get ready to plant the new crop about April, we're showing now that the peanut supply and disappearance is not matching up. USDA's oil crops outlook shows that the present situation is that exports will be down because of the Ukraine and Russian problem. It may be down more than what is estimated so far of 625,000 tons. That is a 12% drop from last year, and I'm sure that it should be more than that. The total supply of peanuts is up to 4,236,000 tons. That is estimated for this year. That counts the production of this past year and the beginning stocks from the previous year. The total demand is only 3,094,000 tons, according to USDA. That means they'll move into next year with about 1.1 million tons of peanuts with no home. Domestic food use, which is the largest category for peanut consumption, is considered to be up only 1% this year after a 3% increase the last 2 years. We're showing now that 1% will be the only increase in that domestic food category. So everybody needs to gear up with a promotion and to get the peanuts back in the moving again.
Whether at your local green market, corner grocery store, or neighborhood restaurant, you're supporting your community when you buy local.
Food grown right here by Florida farmers doesn't need to be shipped this far.
That saves fuel and cuts emissions.
Buying local is more than just supporting area businesses and growers.
It's buying fresh, wholesome, and delicious food for your family.
Products you trust from people you trust.
Fresh from Florida.
Good for the environment.
Good for the economy.
Good for you.
For more on today's news, we invite you to log on to SoutheastAgNet.com. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm and a high of 76 to 86, then partly cloudy this evening, low tonight 63 to 68. Thursday will be sunny to partly cloudy with a high of 79 to 86, then partly sunny on Friday, high on Friday 85 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. Tax filing season is underway, and while the IRS works through its millions of backlog cases from prior years, our office is here to help you navigate the IRS. From delayed tax returns, missing stimulus payments, and so much more, you can reach out to our team at camac.house.gov for help. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt. bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday, hump day. As you're out and about today, you want to know where the cheapest fuel is, because in this day and age, we need to know where the cheapest fuel is. Well, I got it right here for you. According to GasBuddy.com, the cheapest gas in Ocala is at $4.18, and that's at Sam's Club on Southwest College Road. The Petro Shopping Center on Highway 318 has it at $4.19. The Pilot on West 326 has it at $4.19. The Circle K on East Silver Springs Boulevard, right by the Dairy Queen, has it at $4.19. The Mobile and Circle K on West 326 has it at $4.19. The Circle K on US 441 has it at $4.19. Walmart on Southwest Florida 200 has it at $4.22. Murphy Oil in Summerfield has it at $4.24. The Circle K on South US 441 in Summerfield has it at $4.25. And Racetrack on West Silver Springs Boulevard has it at $4.25. Those are the top 10 cheap places to buy gas in Ocala, with the cheapest being $4.18 at Sam's Club. If you live in Bellevue, the cheapest place to buy it is 7 Days on Asher Boulevard. It's $4.24. The Wawa has it at $4.27. The Racetrack on Absher Boulevard has it at $4.27 as well. So, you know, they have it broke down. If you live in Fort McCoy, let's see where it's cheap out there. The Quick King on County Road 316 is the cheapest in Fort McCoy. If you live in Anthony, cheapest gas is the Quick King on Northeast 95th Street in Anthony. So there's some gas to be had, but the cheapest is at Sam's Club at $4.18 on Southwest College Road, or the Petro Shopping Center at 318, the Pilot on 326, the Circle K on East Silver Springs Boulevard, the Mobile and Circle K on 326, and the Circle K on US 441 South. They all have it at $4.19. So there's your places to go buy affordable gas. But is it really affordable if you got to drive a long way to get it? You know, I don't know. You know, I pass the Pilot the Plaza, the Pilots every day coming to work, so it's affordable for me to stop there for $4.19. But if I had to drive 10 miles to get there, now is it affordable? I don't know. It depends on how much you want to have. Crude oil right now is trading at under $100 a barrel. WTI crude is at $96.47 a barrel, and Brent crude is at $99.94 a barrel. So it's trading below 100. And like I said, when oil was below $100 a month and a half ago, our gas prices were at like $3.19. Well, it's under $100 again. When are our gas prices going to get back to $3.19? I don't see it dropping $1 in the next week or so, but it should. That's what it was a month and a half ago when the oil prices were exactly the same as they are now. Let's go, folks. Get it back down to where it needs to be. Come on. Do something. But there's your gas prices for the day. State of emergency is been declared by the county. They've went to state of emergency status, and that's going to help the county seek some reimbursement for the cleanup expenses for the the tornado that came through on Saturday. The Marion County Board of County Commissioners yesterday unanimously approved the resolution. It declared the state a local emergency for Marion County. As of yesterday, Monday, the estimated property loss in Marion County was right about $16 million. That includes real estate loss, debris removal, personal property loss, and that number is expected to increase as more assessment is made of the damaged areas. On March 13th, Governor DeSantis issued Executive Order number 22-56. It declared a state of emergency for Clay, Highlands, Putnam, and Marion County. And what that does is mobilizes personnel and funds to assist those 4 counties as needed. Marion County State of Emergency Proclamation, it helps in a couple ways. The county administrator, Monier, can now waive competitive bidding requirements for emergency needs, such as debris removal and cleanup activities. And the county administrator may also begin working with Preston Boland, the Marion County Director of Emergency Management, to prepare requests for reimbursement from the state for Emergency Preparedness and Response Fund and other state funds that may be available for these emergency requests. Once the proclamation was passed, the state of emergency immediately went into effect. Because the Florida statute states that the duration of each state of emergency declared is limited to 7 days. The county commission also voted unanimously to provide contracted debris pickup for the unincorporated parts of Marion County that were in the pathway of the tornado, put the debris in the right-of-way to get it picked up. So, if you got debris and you're cleaning up and you're in the unincorporated area and you need it picked up, put it in the right-of-way, and the county will have that debris picked up. The date of pickup is going to be determined still. It hadn't been determined, and once it is determined, those areas that are affected, they'll let you know when they'll come by to pick up the debris. Fortunately, and this is an amazing part of this storm that came through Saturday morning, there were no injuries or loss of life reported due to that tornado. Let me say that again. There were no injuries or loss of life. That's really, really incredible. Several local businesses and charity organizations have volunteered their time, services, and money to assist residents who experience property damage or loss of their home. Of course they had, because it's Marion County. We always step up when needed in Marion County, and this is what happened. So kudos to the county commission for fast acting with this, and kudos to the charities and local businesses that are stepping in to help residents who've experienced a lot of loss because of this tornado. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Hugh.
Say we had 2.5 inches of rain in my gauge this morning from last night, and that's a total of 6 inches of rain since we got into this rainy period. So we're doing well. The retention ponds are looking like little lakes right now.
I don't know if you were probably asleep when the storm came through, Hugh, because I know you go to bed early. But I was sitting on my couch during the storm. It was coming down. It was a gully washer. It was the lightning and the thunder were booming. My dogs were freaking out. One of my dogs doesn't deal with thunder and lightning at all, so he was hunkered down in the bed with my wife under the covers, so he couldn't see anything. but and by the way, he's a 70-pound Rottweiler boxer mix, so he's not a small dog burrowed under the covers. I went to bed around 9:30, 9:45. And what time did the storm hit? Did you say it let go about 10:30?
Well, I was sound asleep, and I don't know if there was a lot of thunder or not, because I naturally didn't hear nothing.
My wife said earlier in the evening there was some rain and thunder, but when I got done with trivia last night at Crazy Cucumber, I drove from Crazy Cucumber out to my house near Anthony, and there was no rain. And as I got my driveway, big drops started to fall, and I was like, uh-oh, I got to get in the house real quick. And literally, I got onto my front porch, and it just let loose. And so I got luckily I got underneath the awning, so I was able to stay pretty much dry. But then it just let loose, and when I woke up this morning and went to leave for work, the runoff ditches in my yard have standing water in them, and they never have standing water in them.
Wow. Yeah, well, I guess we can say goodbye to the drought, and I guess there's more rain coming in later today.
Yeah, more rain coming in later today before we clear it out tomorrow and have a pretty good rest of the week. So,
the grass is growing, the trees are budding out, and we have no more drought, and it's like Florida now,
Well, it sure seems like it. Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay, take care, buddy.
We're going to take a break, come back with more on the other side. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you. You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Hi, I'm Ryan Chamberlain, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of TPN. TPN is the new alternative to Facebook for those that are tired of being censored, the lack of free speech in our great country, and are looking to share your ideas, passions, dreams, and opinions on a platform that's filled with folks just like you. If you're looking to network and build relationships with those that value faith, family, free enterprise, and free speech, then TPN is your solution. TPN is where all voices are heard and where you can fight back against big tech. Go to www.gettpn.net/radio to download the app now. That's gettpn.net/radio.
Hey, folks, you got to check out the big things happening for spring at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Thousands of new and exciting plants and displays and a new, much larger garden decor section. It's all happening right now at Bob Wine's. You won't believe the specials awaiting you. Camellias are blooming in all their glory, and you can join the club with Bob Wine's heirloom camellias for as little as $19.99 and a whole range of colors. How about a gigantic tray of spring annuals, regularly $2.99 each, but you can get this tray of 35, mix and match them for just $35.99. Everyone wants herbs, and Bob has them, hundreds of herbs, your choice, just $1.99. Check the big color ad, then head on out to Bob Wine's on Southeast 38th Street, open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place for 70 years.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY only $4.99. Plus DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. You know, I've said for weeks that Putin's like Hitler, and there's a way to deal with Putin without having to put boots on the ground. And I've been steadfast in that. I know that I have friends of mine who were fighter pilots in the Iraqi and Afghanistan theaters, and I've talked to them about how not only were fighter jets with live fighter pilots lined up on the runways and tarmacs to take off, but they shared the tarmac and runways with killer drones that were being manned by people in places like Colorado and Texas, kind of like a video game, except they were playing real life with a drone thousands of miles away. And I said, if you want to get rid of the Russians, now that they're sitting prone, and I don't want to invade Russia. I want to do the same thing. I think that the forces need to do the same thing that they did in Kuwait in 1991 when they drove Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait and back into Iraq. They didn't go into Iraq after him. They just drove him out of Kuwait. And I think that's the same thing that should happen here. But we did it with boots on the ground in 91. We don't have to do that now. I knew a lot of the guys that did it. The 24th Mechanized, which is now the 4th Infantry Division, but it was the 24th Mechanized then, out of Fort Stewart, Georgia, was the people that went over. They went over, they got in their Bradleys, and they fought the war and drove the Iraqis out of Kuwait. But you had to put Americans in harm's way to do it. Luckily, the Iraqi army was not near what everybody thought it was, and so they met little resistance. I had a friend of mine, Shaky, who his real name was Brian, but we called him Shaky. He got a commendation and medals for capturing Iraqi soldiers, and all he did was went over a sand dune to relieve himself. And as he come over the sand dune, he come up on over 100 Iraqi soldiers who, upon seeing one American soldier drop their guns, put their hands in the air, they gave up and said, "We're hungry." So luckily, there wasn't a whole lot of force that met the Desert Storm guys. Well, now we have technology where you don't have to put boots on the ground. You can use drones. Make precision attacks with drones from a war room somewhere. You don't even have to have a person in the general area. I've said that is the best way to deal with this. It's been, rejected by Galen Unall, who, so he rejects it. But other friends of mine that I've talked to, they've all rejected it. No, you don't want to get involved. You got to put boots on the ground. No, you don't. And now the Biden administration is in talks with the Ukraine to provide them with the drones that I'm talking about. They're cutting-edge guided missile drones that can accurately target Russian tanks and artillery from miles away. Now, no decision has been made yet, but the White House is talking with Ukraine over whether it should equip Ukraine with these explosive-laden switchblades, are what they're called. They're killer drones called switchblades, as part of a new military aid package that President Biden is expected to discuss today. That's what I've said for weeks. Drones, I think, are the answer here, especially with the Russian army sitting prone, the way it's stalled out, and it's just, it's having supply line issues and everything. Sitting ducks. It's like that carnival game where the ducks come by and you ping, ping, ping. The Ukrainians could do that with drones right now. To me, modern warfare is going to be a drone fight. For the countries who have that technology. You don't have anybody in harm's way. You just have a machine in harm's way. Sounds kind of Terminator-ish, doesn't it? You just have a machine in harm's way. There are two different type switchblades, the 300 to 600. They're made by AeroVironment, AeroVironment. They're based in Washington, D.C. The 300 is designed for pinpoint strikes on personnel. The 600 is meant to destroy tanks and other armored vehicles. This sounds like the perfect thing to sell to the Ukrainians to help them with the war effort. Drive the Russians back across the border. That's all anybody wants. Get out of Ukraine. I mean, the switchblades, they're essentially robot smart bombs, really. They got cameras, guided systems, and explosives. That's it. You can program to automatically hit targets, or they can be steered over objectives. They can fly up to 50 miles. They're single use. So, that's why they get the nickname the kamikaze drone. And they're much cheaper than the Hellfire missiles that are fired by Reaper drones. The 300 can cost as little as $6,000. You can set the weapons up in minutes and then launch them from tubes. So I think this is a good idea to help the Ukrainians help themselves. I've said that for weeks, that this is what needs to happen. Wonder if, drones make the most sense to me. Now, I have limited military experience, as in none, but drones just make the most sense to me. I've talked to people who say, you don't understand, they fly missions just like manned aircraft do, but without the danger of men dying or women dying that are flying them. I think it makes perfect sense. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
As President Zelensky will speak to both houses of Congress this morning around 11 a.m. Eastern, it's being reported a request for him to speak at the Japanese parliament has been submitted. The prime ministers of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia traveled to the embattled Ukrainian capital of Kyiv to meet with President Zelensky on Tuesday in a show of support for Ukraine. Slovenia Prime Minister Janez Janša.
We are also here to tell you that you're not alone. Your fight is our fight.
and together we will prevail.
Almost a year after 13-year-old Adam Toledo was killed by a Chicago police officer in Little Village, Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox announced that her office will not be bringing charges against the officers who fired the fatal shot, nor will they charge the officer who killed a 22-year-old Anthony Alvarez. Both Toledo and Alvarez were carrying guns on the night they were shot. Prosecutors determined that both officers acted reasonably. USA Radio News.
Water. It's essential to life, but it's also something that so many of us here in America take for granted. Imagine how different your life would be without access to clean water in your home. What if you had to walk to the nearest creek, stream, lake, or pond to get water? Suddenly, going to work and school wouldn't be an option because you and your children would have to spend your days collecting water. This is the day-to-day reality of most families living in the world's poorest countries. But what if I told you that you can change that reality?
You've heard us talk about the luxurious Giza Dream sheets from MyPillow. Well, now they're on sale, 60% off, as low as $39.99. Lots of other overstock items and a free copy of Mike Lindell's book, What Are the Odds from Crack Addict to CEO, with any purchase. But you've got to use my promo code USA. Go to MyPillow.com, the Radio Listener Square. Use my promo code USA or call 1-800-951-8175.
At HelloFresh.com/Bubba. Folks, we've been talking about Relief Factor.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. Tax filing season is underway, and while the IRS works through its millions of backlog cases from prior years, our office is here to help you navigate the IRS. From delayed tax returns, missing stimulus payments, and so much more, you can reach out to our team at kamak.house.gov for help. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Hey, I didn't know it rained last night.
Oh, it didn't. Why do you say that?
Because little Johnny's in the backyard playing in that big mud puddle.
Did you leave the hose on?
No, the neighbor borrowed it yesterday.
Wait, is that the side where the septic
Johnny, get out of there!
Having septic problems? At Mike Scott Plumbing, we can make those septic worries disappear. We can pump your septic tank, repair your drain field, and, if needed, even install a whole new system. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't take crap from anyone. We take it from everyone. 237-2888. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Dad's service to our country is something we're so proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and this country. As veteran specialists, Hires Baxley Funeral Service helps us celebrate Dad's life and can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hiresbaxley.com/choice.
Are you a veteran living in Florida? Do you want to earn while you learn? Call 954-434-8220 or visit our website at nsied.org now. Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants training in farming, ranching, and allied services? Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants help with job placement? Call 954-434-8220. North-South Institute Veteran Training Program is a mix of online and hands-on in-person training designed for you to earn while you learn. Once you register for the program, you'll get a stipend of approximately $300 per month for 3 months. And you can get an additional stipend to offset your travel expenses. You can also get a another $75 for referring a veteran who completes the program. If you are a veteran living in Florida, call the North-South Institute Veteran Training Program now, 954-434-8220, or visit our website at nsied.org now.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. I'm so proud to be an advocate for the over 65,000 veterans here in North Central Florida. The new Ocala VA clinic is now open, providing important primary care and specialty services. If you're a veteran in the Ocala area, thank you for your service. Feel free to get in touch with our team by visiting us online at camac.house.gov. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the WOCA studios at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. You know, we all expect our homes to be places of solitude and places of safety. So imagine you're sitting in your home about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:10 in the morning. You're in the one side of the house, you're having your coffee, you're getting ready to start your day. And boom! You hear a loud boom on the other end of the house. Well, that's exactly what happened to one woman Tuesday morning in northeast Ocala. Jason Torres of Summerfield, he drove into Miriam Hernandez's house. She was watching television in the back. She said she heard a big boom. She said she went to the front and saw a truck near her front door. She said, I immediately called 911. I spoke briefly with the driver, asked him if he was okay. He said he shrugged his shoulders. She said he eventually stopped shrugging his shoulders. She goes, it's a shame because Jason Torres didn't make it. He was pronounced dead. Police have said they received a call about 8:15 about a vehicle hitting his residence in the Summit Place subdivision. When they got there, Ocala Fire was already on the scene attending to the victim. They said the damage to the home indicated that he was traveling above the posted speed limit of 30 miles per hour. There was no visible skid marks in the road leading up to the wreck. They believe the man was driving eastbound on Northeast 14th Place when he failed to stop at the stop sign at Northeast 52nd Avenue, ran through it and ran into her home. That's just a weird way to wake up, though, or to get your day started. Somebody drives through your house. Remember, folks, the posted speed limits of 30 miles an hour in some neighborhoods, while you maybe don't think it's needed, it is for reasons just like this. I know I take 11th quite a bit from my bank down to 14th to Bonnie Heath. And about halfway down 11th, there's a sign that says, slow down, your speed has killed 6 pets. They put that sign by the side of the road. Yeah, pets, children, running into houses. All of these are real issues in subdivisions and neighborhoods. Some people will tell you that they have roads in their subdivisions that are like racetracks. Well, it seems like this guy thought he was on a racetrack, ended up in Miriam Hernandez's house. The county's assessing now, the city and the county are assessing now whether the house is even livable or not. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Hi, good morning, Tom.
Hey, Sonny.
Sonny calling. I got the same situation in my subdivision. Like our speed limit here, and we fought hard to get it, is 25 miles per hour. I swear everybody that goes through here must be dyslexic.
They think it's 52 miles an hour.
They aren't doing 25. It's more like 45 or 50.
And it's
and,
dangerous.
I keep calling about it and complaining, and I get a big zero response.
Well, when the county's here tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, Sonny's got this speeding problem in his subdivision. Somebody needs to look into it. And you know what it takes, Sonny? It just takes a couple days of a sheriff's officer or Ocala police sitting in these subdivisions. People think because it's a subdivision, the police don't go in there and patrol. They can very much go in there and patrol and can pull people over for speeding inside the neighborhoods.
Well, on the 1st and the 15th, and also on Fridays, it's like a racetrack here.
What's the date? What's the date of what?
I have banks right around by me.
Oh, okay.
And also a Subway sandwich place, Publix. So, name the reason they use for speeding. I don't know.
Well, and with the population that we have in this county, with the retirees we have in this county, that kind of speed in neighborhoods and all is very dangerous and detrimental to the people that live there, their pets, their children, their own selves. And this is illustrated by this guy who was speeding, ran through a stop sign, ended up in a lady's front room, Sonny, in her front room.
Yeah, that years ago would have happened on Easy Street.
There's no confirmation on whether alcohol or anything was involved, but that's not a way you want to start your day on a Tuesday morning. Is have a car come in your living room.
That's for sure. I don't want to see it or hear it.
And it's a real
part of it.
And it's a real issue.
Do the speed limit.
Right. There's a reason you guys have it posted 25 miles an hour, and that the city and the county, or whether you live in the city or county, agreed that needs to be the posted speed limit. There's a reason, because other than that would be a danger to the people that live in that subdivision.
Well, I wish I could get that point across to enforcement.
Well, thanks for the call, Sonny. Well,
All
I'll
right,
talk to the
thank you
county
for
about
listening.
it tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good point. When you go down 11th, I was talking about 11th with the signs that said you killed 6 pets and all. One of the things they do is they have speed humps there to slow your traffic down. You got a lot of people that like a car is a big weapon, folks. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, good morning again, Tom. Over here in this mobile home park, the speed limit is 10 miles an hour, which is a joke. And the funny thing is, we got golf carts that go by at 20, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And they can run you over too, for God's sakes,
Actually, golf carts, I think, sometimes are more dangerous than people driving cars.
Well, I can tell you in the evening when it gets kind of a little bit towards dark and I'm walking the dog, I got to be very careful. The cars don't bother me because they got big heads, but these golf carts, boy, they come mighty close to you, and they're not going 10 miles an hour, I'll tell you right now.
Now, do you have a lot of speed bumps and all throughout your subdivision?
No. That's they brought that up in a meeting here not too long ago about putting them in to help solve the problem. But as of now, no, there's no speed bumps.
Just slow down, folks. That's what we're saying.
Right, exactly. So it's a dangerous world out there. You got to be careful.
Well, this lady knows that firsthand when she got a car right through her living room. Miriam Hernandez, right through her living room.
Oh my God! Thank God she wasn't in the living room.
Thank God it didn't happen to a mobile home. It was an actual brick home.
Oh boy! If it had been a mobile home, it would have been destroyed.
That's what I'm saying. Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay, take care.
Yeah, I mean, when you go down 8th through the historical district, there are speed bumps. When you go, the reason Fort King has the traffic circles is to slow the flow of traffic. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
This is Sonny again. We did bring up speed bumps and what they call tabled intersections.
Right, yeah.
And yes, Fort King does have traffic circles. And other areas, I believe it's 8th Street, they actually
have traffic tables. Yeah, they have the traffic tables. Right, because of the school. Yep.
But we can't get them. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to let you know we went through that speed bump and tabled intersections, et cetera, et cetera.
Thanks for the call, Sonny. We'll be right back after this timeout on Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. Says WOCA, the source.
Of all the questions you get asked every